And also we will focus on the data-driven website and the integration. Okay, two parameters for integrate the information. Okay, right? So just a theory part, jangan risau, tak ada masalah pun dekat ni benda-benda yang berkaitan dengan technicals. Okay, right. Information is everywhere in organization. Information is stored in a database. So what is a database? Database is maintains information about various types of object. Okay, we have such as the inventory, events such as transaction, people such as employees, and places such as the warehouses. Okay. So database ni dia adalah tempat kita data kita. Yang mana data kita certain data. Data about the inventory, data about the transaction, okay, data about the employees, data about the warehouses, data about the our supplier, data about our customer, about our competitor. So maksudnya data tu dia satu per satu. Okay, database dia satu per satu. Okay, right. So database models, it include the hierarchical database model. Okay, we have three types of models: hierarchical database model, network database model, and relational database model. Hierarchical database model, information is organized into a tree-like structure, okay, which is using the parent or child relationships in such a way that it can have too many relationships. Okay, ini adalah hierarchical database model yang mana dia umpama tree-like structure. Okay, they have the parents, they have a child, they have the grandchild. Maksudnya dia adalah, let's say kamu adalah department of marketing. Okay, kamu hanya akan in charge ataupun buat kerja semua on the department of marketing. Okay, kamu takkan involve dengan department-department yang lain. Itu adalah contoh hierarchical database model. Okay, right. So next one we have the network database model. Network database model is more flexible, okay, in order to representing objects and their relationships. Okay, this is an example of network database model yang mana let's say kamu adalah departments of accounting, you can involve in the other projects with the other departments. So such as the company, they handle the one project yang melibatkan banyak department, so kamu boleh join. Itu adalah flexible, itulah network database model. Okay, kalau hierarchical, yang mana kamu adalah marketing, kamu memang hanya buat kerja-kerja marketing, kamu tak boleh involve dengan department yang lain. Okay, kalau kamu network, flexible. Flexible. Okay, flexible yang mana kamu boleh buat, boleh involve dengan mana-mana projek daripada department-department yang lain juga. Okay, next one we have the relational database model. Store information in the form of logically related two-dimensional tables. Okay, maksudnya lebih kepada maksudnya satu information dia appear dalam beberapa table, 2 or 3 more tables, dan kita boleh create hubungan di antara table-table tersebut. Lepas ni kita akan lihat contoh relational database model, and in chapter 7 kita akan fokus kepada relational database models. Okay, this is the fundamental concept of the relational database model. So we have 4 fundamental. The first one is entity, attribute, primary key, and foreign key. Okay, entity, attribute, primary key, and foreign key. By looking at this figure, okay, figure 7.1 is about Coca-Cola company. Okay, right. I will explain about the concept, the 4 concept of the relational database model. Okay, right. So entity. What is the entity? Entity is the person, place, thing, transaction, or event about which information is stored. Okay, right? And the rows in each table contains the entity. Setiap rows dalam setiap table tu dia ada entity. Okay, right. In figure 7.1, entity for customer, we have Dave Subshop, Pizza Palace, and Tea Fun Zone. Okay, entity for customer, we have a Dave Subshop, Pizza Palace, and Tea Fun Zone. This is the entity for customer. Okay, entity for distributor, we have the Hawking Shipping, ABC Trucking, and Van Distributor. This is the entity for distributor. Okay, one. Entity for products, we have a Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Diet Sprite, and also we have the vanilla Coke. So this is the entity. Rows in each table contains the entity. Okay, right. Next one, move on to the attribute. Attribute, what is the attribute? Attribute is the fields or column. Kalau entity dia adalah rows, attributes dia adalah column. So column in each table contains the entity. Okay, columns in each table contains the entity. Okay, for example. Okay, sorry, attribute. Okay, attribute for customer, we have the customer ID, customer name, contact name, and phone. This is the attribute for customer. Attribute for order, we have the order ID, order date, customer ID, distributor fee, and total due. Okay, right. Order, next, we have the attribute for distributor. We have the distributor ID and distributor name. Okay, what is the attribute for products? What is the attribute for product class?
Product ID, product description dengan price.
Okay, good. This is the attribute for product ID, product description, and price. Okay, now move on to the next one. Okay, primary key. Primary key is the field or group of fields that uniquely identify a given entity in the kelas sekejap. Okay, primary key. Primary key is the field or group of fields that uniquely identify a given entity in the table. Okay, so primary key ni dia lebih juga kita boleh panggil dia juga sebagai ID. Okay, sebagai ID. Right. So, the primary key for div subshop is 23. Okay, primary key for div subshop is 23. Primary key for the Pizza Palace is 43. Primary key for T Fun Zone is 765. Okay, what is the primary key for ABC Trucking? What is the primary key for ABC Trucking?
CH13001.
Okay, correct. This is the primary key for ABC Trucking. So what about the primary key for Diet Coke? Okay, primary key for Diet Coke. Cepat.
12346BB.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay, so that one is the primary key. Okay, next one. We go to the foreign key. Foreign key is the primary key that appears an attribute in another table and acts to provide logical relationship among the two tables. Okay, foreign key adalah yang mana primary key it appears in another table. Maksudnya dia bukan hanya dalam satu table, dia akan appear dalam table-table yang lain and will create the logical relationships among the two tables. Okay. Right. So take a look at the example here. Okay. Distributor table. What is the primary key for ABC Sorry, what is the primary key for van distributor? Okay, the primary key for van distributor is NY9001. This is the primary key for van distributor. Okay, right. So take a look at the order table here. Okay, distributor ID NY9001. The customer ID is 765. Okay, 765 ni siapa nama customer dia? 765. Siapa nama customer dia? Who is the customer with the primary key of 765? Lihat dalam customer table. Siapa? Sorry?
T Fun Zone.
T Fun Zone. Okay, correct. So T fund zone. Maksudnya sini apa relationship yang kita boleh buat? Okay, when distributor is responsible for distribute the order for T fund zone. When distributor is responsible for deliver the order for T fund zone. So itulah dia relational database model. Okay, I would like to ask the question. Okay, ini soalan. How many orders have been placed for Pizza Palace? How many orders have been placed for Pizza Palace? Okay, how many orders have been placed for Pizza Palace? Berapa order Pizza Palace buat?
Tak ada.
None. Okay, right. So Pizza Palace, the primary key for Pizza Palace is 43. Okay, lihat pada order table ni ada tak 43, customer ID dia tak ada. So none order from Pizza Palace. Okay, right. How many items are included in Dave's Sub Shop 2 orders? How many items are included in Dave's Sub Shop 2 orders? Okay. Dave's Sub Shop, they make 2 orders. So how many items are included in Dave's Sub Shop 2 orders?
Four, madam.
Sorry. Okay, good. Okay. Right. So correct. 4 items. Okay, Dave's Sub Shop 2 orders. The customer ID here is 23. So the order here is 20. Lihat pada order table 23. They have 2 orders. So the order ID is 34561 and 34562. So 34561 they have 3 items and 34562 they have 1 item. So the answer is 4 items. Correct. Okay. Next question. Who is responsible for distributing order for for Dave's Sub Shop? Who is responsible for distributing order for Dave's Sub Shop?
Hawkins Shipping.
Okay, correct. Hawking Shipping, right? So kita lihat kat sini. Pizza Dave's Sub Shop 23. Right, the distributor ID here is DN9001 and distributor table Hawking Shipping DN8001. So Hawking Shipping is responsible for distribute order for Dave's Sub Shop. Okay, right. What is the item included in order 34562? What is the item is included in order 34562?
Vanilla Coke.
Correct, vanilla Coke. So 34562, the item is 12349EE. So 12349EE is a vanilla Coke. Okay, so inilah dia relational database model lah. Kalau ada kelas soalan lah contohnya, nak kaitkan dia bagi table, so macam nak kaitkan, inilah dia caranya. Primary key, okay, that appears in another table, kita nak createkan hubungan, kita namakan dia sebagai foreign key. Okay, faham tak untuk yang ini? Faham? Boleh follow? Okay, good. Right, next. Nak tanya saya ke?
Ya nak tanya.
Ya.
Kalau entity untuk order tu apa?
Entity untuk order. Okay, untuk order entity dia adalah yang ni. Order ID ni. 34561, 34562, 34563. Tetapi dia tak ada nama dia lah. Dia just ID sahaja.
Kalau order line?
Kalau order line kita lihat kepada dia punya Okay, kalau order line ni sekejap Okay, sekejap. Okay, right. Kalau macam ni, sorry kalau entity tu dia kena ada nama. Baru saya perasan. Entity tu dia kena ada nama. Kalau yang macam ni, sebab tu saya sebut contoh saya bagi entity for customer, entity for distributor, entity for product sebab dia ada nama. Kalau yang ini, dia adalah ID, dia adalah primary key. Dia adalah primary key. Dia adalah yang create yang hubungan antara satu table dengan table yang lain. Okay, boleh?
Maksudnya untuk table order dengan order line ni dia tak ada entity lah.
Dia tak ada entity. Dia hanya createkan hubungan.
Okay, faham.
Okay, right? Biasanya entity tu kita kena ada nama. Dia kena ada nama. Kalau yang ini memang tak ada nama. Okay, right. Okay, now move on to the advantages of relational database model. So we have 5 advantage of relational database model. Okay, the first one is increased flexibility. Database ni dia adalah flexible. Okay, they can handle changes quickly and easily. Bila-bila masa kalau kita nak buat perubahan, dia boleh berubah. Okay, let's say you have a database, okay, kemudian tu kamu buat perubahan. Okay, you make changes in one database, automatically the other database will also change, turut berubah. Kerana apa? Kerana kita ada integration. Integration. Yang ni kita akan belajar nanti lepas ni, what is the integration. You don't have to key in the same information multiple times. Kamu just key in sekali sahaja, automatic semua database yang terlibat akan diintegratekan dan dia akan turut berubah. Okay, let's say kalau you gunakan Excel. Kalau you gunakan Excel, right, you save dekat kamu punya laptop, kemudian kamu save dekat kamu send dekat email kamu. Dan kamu bagi pula dekat kawan, save pula dekat Google Drive dan sebagainya. Once you buat perubahan, you make changes in the you punya laptop, dia tak akan automatic. Melainkan kamu gunakan Google, maksudnya kamu gunakan real time dalam Google Drive. Google Drive, okay. Yang ini kalau let's say kita bukan panggil Google Drive, kita panggil dalam kita punya Excel. You buat perubahan dalam Excel kamu, okay, dia kalau buat perubahan, dia tak akan automatic dekat laptop kawan ke, dekat email kamu pun akan berubah. No, itu kalau Excel. Tapi kalau database, secara automatiknya dia akan berubah because of they have the integration. Okay, right. Provide users with different view. Database, they have only one physical view. Physical view deals with the physical storage of information on a storage device. Dia lebih kepada tempat simpan data. Okay, physical view. Apa yang kamu lihat sama dengan apa yang orang lain lihat. Okay, contoh dalam you future, apa yang kamu nampak tu sama dengan apa yang saya nampak. Okay, right. Data ke, slide ke, apa saja yang saya simpan dalam Google Classroom, itulah yang kamu lihat dalam Google Classroom. Itulah physical view. Right. Logical view, have multiple logical view, focus on how users logically access the information. Okay, let's say for example lecturer, they can upload the question, they can upload the quiz, they can mark your quiz, okay, return back your quiz, okay, you punya tutorial dan sebagainya. But you as a student, you tak boleh buat apa yang lecturer you buat. Sebab you have a different logical view. Let's say contohnya email. Okay, email, we have the sender, we have the receiver. Sender and receiver, they share the same physical view. Dapat lihat benda yang sama, information yang sama. Okay, right, because of the one physical view. But email, they have multiple logical view. Sender, they have their own logical view. Okay, and receiver, they have their own logical view. Mereka punya logical view yang berbeza. Itu adalah database. Okay, right. Next, increase scalability and performance. A database must scale to meet increased demand while maintaining acceptable performance level. Okay, so we have the scalability. Refer to how well a system can adapt to increase a demand. Okay, scalability sistem tu sendiri dalam satu tempoh. Contohnya ada banyak multiple access. Maksudnya ada banyak visitor, banyak users yang access dalam tempoh masa yang sama. Macam mana sistem itu, website itu adapt kepada demand tersebut. For example, contohnya macam nak raya hari tu kan, ada banyak jenama-jenama ke, butik ke dan sebagainya. Mereka release mereka punya item dalam website tu, contohnya pukul 10 pagi, hari Sabtu, Saturday, okay, at 10 AM. Right. So masa pukul 10 pagi tu, bila once dia release dia, ada banyak sangat users, customer dia yang memang akan masuk dalam sistem atau website tersebut. Sebab mereka takut item yang mereka nak beli, yang mereka dah aim lama, dah kumpul duit dan sebagainya tu habis. So mereka akan masuk berpusu-pusu masuk dalam website tersebut. Jadinya sekarang kita lihat how the system can adapt to increase a demand. Banyak sangat demand tu macam mana? Adakah dia punya sistem dia hang ke, lambat ke dan sebagainya. So kita akan kaitkan pula dengan performance. Okay, performance, how quickly a system perform a certain process of transaction. Kalau banyak sangat demand masuk dalam sistem tu, dalam website tu, mungkin website tu akan hang. Tak boleh nak masuk, kita keep on refresh banyak kali. Okay, once dah masuk pula, macam mana dengan performance sistem itu sendiri. Website tu boleh tak buat transaction? Banyak tak info dapat ataupun once kita klik, dia keluar information tapi lambat, satu per satu. So jadinya kalau database, a good database, okay, it can increase scalability and performance. Dia boleh adapt kepada walau demand yang banyak sekalipun, sistem itu, website tu masih lagi boleh perform dengan baik. Speed dia tak berkurang, okay, info dapat banyak, nak buat transaction pun dia lah akan buffering ke lambat, return back to the page, no. Okay, so dia akan stick, dia akan berjalan seperti biasa, dia akan operate as usual. Okay, next, reduce information redundancy. What is the redundancy? Redundancy is the duplications of information or storing the same information in multiple places. So while using the database, we can reduce the information redundancy. Dapat kurangkan masalah berlakunya duplications of information. Terpaksa bila kita key in benda yang sama berulang kali dalam 10 database tu, okay, contoh 10 data, you kena key in 10. Kebarangkalian untuk kesilapan akan berlaku. Okay, akan berlaku. Right. Increase information integrity or the quality. What is the information integrity? Measure the quality of information. Okay, bukan manusia jadi integrity. Information pun kena ada integrity. Maksudnya dalam database kita, semua maklumat tu maklumat yang berkualiti. Okay, we have the quality, the high quality of information. So how we want to make sure that information yang we have the information in the database, that information is quality. Okay, have the quality by using the integrity constraint. Rules that help to ensure the quality of information. Okay, right. Relational, so we have two types of constraint. Relational integrity constraint and business critical integrity constraint. Okay, rational integrity constraint. What is the rational? Benda-benda yang rational. Okay, yang berrelate dengan integrity constraint. The rule that enforce basic and fundamental information based constraint. Okay, for example here, users cannot create an order for the non-existent customer. Dalam database kita, we have a lot of column. So kita as nak key in tu, we cannot create an order for a non-existent customer. Customer tak wujud, kita tak boleh nak create an order. Sebab bila kita nak create order, kita kena ada alamat dia, okay, valid address dia, valid phone number, valid name dia untuk kita key in. So database tu tak lengkap, dia tak boleh nak proceed. Okay, an order cannot be shipped without an address. Bila kita customer order barang tu kita tak boleh nak proses selagi customer tak lengkapkan alamat dia. Okay, sebab tu bila kita key in dalam sistem, dalam website, kita kena key in kita punya alamat sekali supaya dia nak letakkan dalam dia punya database dia. So once the customer order, right, kita boleh ship barang tersebut terus kepada alamat customer. So kalau tak lengkap database tu memang tak berkualiti. Dia tak complete database tersebut, tak ada alamat. Okay, the second constraint here we have business critical integrity constraint. Okay, business critical integrity constraint. Rule that enforce business rule vital to organization success and often require more insight and knowledge than relational integrity constraint. Yang ini lebih kepada berkaitan dengan kita punya business kita. What kind of business that we do. Okay, yang kita buat, yang kita run. So for example, okay, you are the grocery, you open the grocery stores, okay. Product returns are not accepted for fresh product 15 days after purchase. Okay, you buat jual fresh product, let's say the customer they want to return the product, make sure less than 15 days. Dan kesilapan ataupun rosaknya produk tu bukan kerana daripada kedai, tapi daripada cara customer tu handle. Okay, kesilapan tu mestilah daripada kedai. Kesilapan tu kalau nak return mestilah daripada kedai. Maksudnya beli barang tu mesti dah rosak daripada kedai, bukannya daripada customer. Bila dah bawa balik rosak dekat customer, you tak boleh accept. Sebab kita nak key in dalam sistem ni stok yang kita masih ada. Okay, next, discount maximum of 20%. Nak beri diskaun kepada customer, maximum is only 20%, not more than 20%. Kalau tidak nanti kita punya information tu tak berkualiti sebab kita nak key in kita punya untung kita, so dia tak tally, dia tak balance. Sebab kita discount maximum of 20%. Okay, right. Last one, okay, the last advantage here we have the increase the information security. Security is very important, okay. Right, kalau nak masuk website, nak masuk sistem dan sebagainya, we need a security. So must be protected, and database offers several security features including the password, access level and access control. Okay, password provide authentications of the users. Setiap kali nak masuk dalam sistem ke, dalam website ke, dalam apa saja application, software dan sebagainya, you need to key in your username and password. Okay, right. Access level determine who has access to different types of information. In the company, they have the top management, we have the middle manager, we have the first line manager, okay, we have the operator dan sebagainya, right? So the access level, you tak semestinya boleh access kepada semua information unless you are top management. Kalau you top management, you can access to all types of information, all type of document. Tapi bila kamu mungkin orang bawahan dan sebagainya, okay, tak semua information you boleh access. Some of the information is private and confidential, so you can access that information. Okay, access control determine types of users access such as the read-only access. Sometimes the document you can't edit, you can copy, you can paste, okay, just read-only access. Even though you want to screenshot pun, dia tak bagi, dia tak berikan langsung. Maksudnya dia memang restrict untuk kamu screenshot that document. Itu adalah access control. Okay, right. So we settle the advantages of relational database model. We have the increased flexibility, increased scalability and performance, reduce information redundancy, increase information integrity or quality, right? And the last one, increase information security. Okay, now move on to the DBMS. Okay, DBMS, Database Management System. Software through which the users and application programs interact with a database. Okay, software through which users and application interact with a database. Macam mana cara users ni interact dengan database? So we have two types of interaction. The first one is direct interaction, and the second one we have the indirect interaction. Okay, right. So direct interaction, the users interact directly with the DBMS database. Okay, and the database obtain the information from the data. DBMS contain information from the database. Users ni dia boleh terus access kepada database. Dia tak perlu nak melalui application. Kalau kamu melalui application, okay, users interact with the application. Lepas tu daripada application tu barulah kamu boleh interact with the DBMS. Kita namakan dia sebagai indirect interaction. Okay, indirect interaction. Okay, such as for example dahulu, okay, you feature kita panggil sebagai island. Okay, island tu yang mana dahulu, kalau lecturer nak access island, dia adalah direct interaction. Dia boleh terus access kepada island. But for the student, right, you can't access the island directly. You kena masuk dalam you punya application, student portal. Kemudian barulah kamu boleh access okay, the island database tersebut. Itu adalah indirect interaction. Okay, right. Any question class so far? Boleh faham? Alhamdulillah. Okay, jap. Okay, now move on to the data-driven website. Data-driven website is an interactive website. Okay, interactive website that constantly updated and relevant to the Hilang pula. Okay, is the interactive website kept constantly updated and relevant to the needs of its customer through the use of a database. Okay, data dalam website yang adalah website yang berinteraktif. Contohnya Google, okay, Wikipedia, um, semua online shopping punya website, Shopee dan sebagainya, okay. Right, Network Explorer, Mozilla Firefox itu adalah antara contoh data driven website.
Ya.
Okay, yang mana dia berinteraktif dan juga dia sentiasa di-update.
Ambil warna-warna sama.
Kita kenapa itu? Okay, right. So data driven website are especially useful when the site offer a great deal of information, product or service. So setiap data driven website ni dia adalah website online business, contohnya online business, Shopee dan sebagainya. Okay, website produk-produk ataupun item. So macam nak raya kan? Itu macam nak raya hari tu, okay. Banyak website yang offer buat promotion untuk hari raya. So mereka sentiasa update information tersebut dalam website mereka. Itu data driven website. Okay, a data-driven website invite visitor to select and view what they are interested in by inserting their query, which the website then analyze and custom build a web page in real time and that can satisfy the query. Okay, maksudnya sekarang ni data website tu contohnya macam dekat Google. Kalau dekat Google kamu nak cari apa-apa information, kamu just search, kamu type, then kamu search. Dia akan keluar semua information based on your query. Itu adalah data driven website. Okay, data driven website. Okay, so the figure displays is the example about the Wikipedia. Users querying about the business intelligence and the database sending back the appropriate web page that satisfied the user's request. So sekarang ni contoh Wikipedia ni. Dekat Wikipedia tu dia mencari tentang business intelligence. Mencari tentang business intelligence. Dan dia akan keluar dalam database, akan run dalam database dan dia akan keluar semua information tentang business intelligence. Itu adalah data dari website. So one more website that we have, okay, we have the static website. Kenapa jadi punya ni? Okay, right. So, static website, okay, static website ni dia adalah website yang mana memang dia tak berinteraktif. Yang kamu memerlukan programmer, programmer untuk apa? Untuk kamu update static website tersebut. Okay, biasanya kalau online shopping, website-website berkaitan dengan information, kita adalah data dalam website. Statiknya lebih kepada website-website berkaitan dengan company, berkaitan dengan sistem, benda-benda yang memang tak memerlukan update setiap masa. Okay. Right. So this is the advantages of a data-driven website. Okay, advantages of data-driven website. The first one is allow the website owner to make changes anytime without having to rely on a developer or knowing the HTML programming. So maksudnya gunakan data dalam website, kamu boleh update, kamu boleh buat changes bila-bila masa sahaja tanpa perlu untuk kamu tahu tentang tentang programming, tentang sistem. Tak perlu untuk kamu hire developer untuk buat update dalam data dalam website. Kalau static website, static website, okay, you require a programmer to make an update. Memang memerlukan programmer. So hanya programmer je yang tahu tentang HTML, tentang coding dan sebagainya. So kita memang tak belajar, tak tahu, tak ada kepakaran, didn't have any expertise on that, you can't update static. But now we focus on the data driven website. Data driven website ni kamu boleh update bila-bila masa sahaja. Future expandability. Having a data-driven website enable the site to grow faster than the static website. Sebabnya website kita website yang interaktif, yang menarik. Okay, we can change the layout, the display, okay, and also all the function. Semuanya kita boleh update sendiri tanpa memerlukan programmer. Dan kita punya website tu akan lebih cepat untuk berkembang, grow faster than the static website. Okay, minimizing human error. Even the most competent programmer charged with the task of maintaining many page will overlook things and make mistakes. Sebab manusia ni memang sentiasa melakukan kesilapan. Hebat mana pun kamu, pasti kita akan ada buat sedikit kesilapan. Sebab kita bukan maksum, kita daripada dosa semua kan. Right. But in the data-driven website, they have the error trapping mechanism to ensure that required information is filled up correctly and that content is entered and displayed in its correct format. Okay, dalam data website, we have the error trapping mechanism. Kita ada error trapping mechanism yang mana dia akan prevent daripada berlakunya kesilapan. Dia akan pastikan semua information yang kita key in tu, yang kita fill in tu, dia adalah information yang betul, yang correct. Okay, next, cutting production and update the cost. A data-driven website can be updated and published by any competent data or administrative person. So you don't have to pay for the programmer or developer, okay, to update your website. Kamu boleh buat sendiri, so dia akan dapat menjimatkan cost. Okay, more efficient. With a data-driven solution, the system keep tracks of the templates, so users don't have to. Templates tu akan sentiasa berubah. Dia yang akan alert untuk kamu buat perubahan kepada website kamu. Okay, sebab dia yang akan alert. Contohlah perkataan Google sendiri kan. Google itself, kalau kamu lihat Google itself, the word of Google tu sendiri, dia akan berubah mengikut season. Okay, kalau raya ke, Christmas ke, Chinese New Year ke, apa saja, dia akan berubah mengikut season. Dia punya corak perkataan Google tu sendiri. Itu adalah data-driven website. Okay, improve stability. Right. Any programmer who has to update a website from static template must be very organized. Dia memang kena very organized, static. But for data-driven website, okay, there is peace of mind knowing the content is never lost. Data-driven website dia tidak akan hilang. Information yang kita letak tu, segala apa data pun dia tak akan hilang. Cuma mungkin dia dah akan ke bawah-bawah. Sebab kita sentiasa update information berulang kali. So dia akan improve stability. Okay, last subtopic we have the integration. Integration, what is the integration? Allows separate system to communicate directly with each others. Okay, kita nak sistem tu berkomunikasi, bukanlah bercakap macam manusia, but the system, they will communicate each others by using the two types of integration. The first one, we have the forward and backward integration. And the second one, we have the central repository. Okay, one of the biggest benefits of integration. So the main point here, why you use the integration, okay, right? The organization only have to enter information into system once and is automatically sent to all of the other system throughout the organization. Okay, so the biggest benefit here is sistem itu kita tak perlu nak key in berulang-ulang kali. Okay, berulang kali. Kita just key in once sahaja dan secara automatiknya the system tu dia akan update kepada sistem-sistem yang lain. Okay, kepada sistem-sistem yang lain. Okay, right. So take a look at the first one. Forward integration and backward integration. So, this is the examples of the database. Okay, so we have the sales system database, order entry system, order fulfillment system, and billing system. Alright, so this is an arrow for forward integration and this is an arrow for backward integration. Okay. Forward integration takes information entered into a given system and send it automatically to all downstream system and processes. Okay, right. So forward integration ni kita akan key in semua information di dalam sales system. Okay, kita akan key in semua information dalam sales system and secara automatiknya, right, to all downstream system ni akan turut di-update tanpa perlu untuk kita key in berulang kali. Tak perlu nak key ulang kali sebabnya okay, dia berlakunya forward integration. Just key in dekat sales system saja. So sistem yang kita key in tu kita namakan dia sebagai initial system. Okay, initial system. Di situlah kita boleh key in, kita boleh update, kita boleh copy, kita boleh paste dan sebagainya. Untuk yang lain, database yang lain ni dia hanya ada access for read only. Read only. Read only access. Dia tak boleh copy, tak boleh edit, tak boleh paste dan sebagainya. Dia hanya boleh read only access. Okay, semuanya apa-apa saja kita nak buat, kita akan buat dalam initial system. Right, for the forward. For the backward integration, takes information entered into a given system and send it automatically to all upstream system and processes. Okay, kalau backward integration, kita akan terbalik. Contohlah barang dah dapat dengan customer dia buat pembayaran, okay, make a payment, so kamu akan key in dalam billing system. So billing system, bila backward integration ni, billing system lah akan menjadi initial system. Okay, so kita akan key in, kita akan copy, edit dan sebagainya, update dalam initial system dan secara automatiknya berlakunya backward integration. All the system, okay, the upstream system will also be updated. Secara automatiknya dalam sistem-sistem yang lain akan turut di-update. Tak perlu untuk kita key in berulang-ulang kali. Itulah namanya forward and backward integration. Okay, right. So, integration are expensive to build and maintain. Dia adalah benda yang memang sangat-sangat mahal. So, it's difficult to implement. So, for this reason, many organizations only build the forward integration and use business critical integrity constraint to ensure all information is always entered only at the start of the integration. So, dia akan gunakan business critical integrity constraint. Dan kebanyakan company mereka memilih untuk buat forward integration. Sebab kalau nak buat forward, nak buat backward lagi, dia memang sangat mahal, very expensive. Okay, last but not least, we have the central repository. Okay, this is the central repository. All the information about the customer we will key in the customer information system. Okay, we will key in the customer information system. This is the central repository. So this is our initial system. And automatically, once we update the information, okay, in the customer information system, automatically there has the central repository integration. Semua database yang integrate dengan customer information system pun akan turut di-update. Dia akan turut di-update. Okay, secara automatic. Okay class, so we already end our chapter 7. Do you have any question to ask class? Ada soalan tanya? Ada soalan tanya kelas? Faham?
Faham, madam.
Okay class, so if you have any question to ask, so make sure kamu prepare untuk kamu punya test 1 nanti on Friday. Okay, chapter 1 and chapter 5. Soalan 50 question, true or false and objective. So if you have any question to ask regarding about the infographic, banyak soalan tentang infographic yang kamu bagi kat saya. Okay, infographic tu dia mula-mula kamu buat infographic, kamu boleh gunakan PowerPoint, kamu boleh menggunakan Canva dan sebagainya. Apa saja application yang ada yang boleh letakkan information. Kemudian saya nak kamu presentkan apa yang kamu dah buat tu. Present tu kamu nak gunakan suara sendiri boleh, nak letak muka boleh, tak letak pun boleh, nak gunakan suara kartun pun boleh, nak gunakan PowerPoint ke, nak gunakan movie maker ke, it depends on you. Okay, right, 5 to 7 minutes depends on you. As long as kamu explainkan apa yang ada dalam kamu punya infographic tersebut. Okay, itulah dia apa yang kamu kena hantar. So kamu hantar pada saya video presentation yang kamu dah presentkan infographic tersebut. Okay, ada lagi soalan tentang infographic? Jelas?
Jelas, madam.
Okay, right class. So see you guys next week insyaAllah. Stay safe class. Okay, jaga diri, jaga kesihatan semua. Right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, Madam. Selamat Hari Raya.